Inside this tiny mechanism are over 200 hand-assembled components, working together to measure time with extraordinary accuracy of 2 seconds. Per Dalton Y, a single Swiss luxury watch sells for $100,000 or more, the culmination of centuries of horological mastery and meticulous craftsmanship. But this extraordinary precision comes from human hands, master craftsmen who train for over a decade before touching the most complex mechanisms. In the mountains of Switzerland, watchmaking traditions have been perfected over 3 centuries of continuous innovation and refinement. We'll follow every step of the remarkable process, from raw gold ingots to finished timepieces worth more than luxury automobiles. The journey begins with precious metals, gold arriving from secure refineries in Switzerland and around the world. Every gram of gold is certified and tracked, purity verified to 4 decimal places before entering production. Precious metals are weighed with microgram precision, a single watch case requiring exact quantities of gold alloy. Melting transforms raw gold into workable alloy. Temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. Proprietary alloys create signature colors: rose gold, white gold, and yellow gold, each requiring specific recipes. Molten alloy pours into precision molds, cooling into billets, ready for case manufacturing. Stainless steel arrives for sport watch cases, specially formulated alloys resisting corrosion and scratches. Steel alloys undergo rigorous testing. Only materials meeting exacting specifications enter production. Sapphire crystals begin as synthetic boules, aluminum oxide grown in furnaces over months of controlled crystallization. Diamond saws slice sapphire into thin discs, material second only to diamond in hardness. Precious stones arrive for gem set models: diamonds, rubies, and sapphires sorted by quality and color. Gemologists grade every stone, only flawless specimens acceptable for luxury timepieces. Straps require premium materials: alligator leather, rubber compounds, and exotic skins awaiting transformation. Case manufacturing begins with computer-controlled machining, transforming solid metal billets into recognizable watch shapes. Multi-axis CNC machines carve cases from solid metal, removing excess material to reveal the form within. Rough cases emerge from machines, requiring hours of additional finishing to achieve final luxury quality. Hand polishing creates mirror surfaces, craftsmen spending hours on single cases to achieve perfect reflections. Brushed finishes contrast with polished surfaces, multiple textures creating visual depth and sophistication. Lugs are sculpted for comfort, ergonomic shaping ensuring comfortable wear on any wrist size. Water resistance requires perfect sealing, every case tested to withstand depths far exceeding rated specifications. Pressure testing simulates ocean depths, dive watches tested to 300 meters or more. Cases passing pressure tests proceed forward, any failures returned for resealing and retesting. Movement manufacturing represents watchmaking's highest art, hundreds of tiny components requiring microscopic precision and decades of accumulated expertise. Mainsprings store energy from winding, coiled steel providing 48 hours or more of power reserve. The balance wheel oscillates 28,000 times per hour, tiny variations affecting accuracy by seconds. Per Dalton Y, hairsprings are attached with micrometer precision, the component most responsible for timing accuracy. Gear trains transmit energy through the movement, ratios calculated to display hours, minutes, and seconds accurately. Escape wheels regulate energy release, teeth engaging with the pallet fork thousands of times per hour. Ruby jewels reduce friction at pivot points, synthetic rubies providing nearly frictionless bearing surfaces. 25 or more jewels in each movement, reducing wear and maintaining accuracy for decades of reliable operation. Geneva stripes decorate movement components, traditional finishing visible through sapphire case backs. Perlage finishing covers base plates, circular patterns applied even to surfaces never seen by owners. Beveled edges catch light beautifully, hand-finished angles demonstrating dedication to invisible details. Movement assembly occurs in clean room conditions, microscopic dust particles capable of stopping delicate mechanisms. Master watchmakers assemble movements component by component, one person responsible for complete mechanism from start to finish. Tweezers position gears measured in hundredths of millimeters, trembling hands disqualifying candidates from this demanding work. Specialized oils lubricate bearings, quantities measured in nanoliters, lasting years without degradation or evaporation. The balance wheel installs last, the movement coming to life when properly assembled. First motion proves successful assembly, the characteristic tick beginning decades of precise timekeeping service. Timing machines measure accuracy in multiple positions. Adjustments made until deviation falls within 2 seconds daily. Movements age for weeks before final assembly. Stability verified through extended operation. Dial manufacturing creates the watch's face, the most visible expression of brand identity and design philosophy. Brass blanks form dial foundations, thin discs receiving multiple layers of finishing and decoration. Base lacquer coats establish color, multiple applications building depth and richness. Sunburst finishes radiate from center, brushed patterns creating dynamic visual effects in changing light. Hour markers position with perfect accuracy, luminous material applied for visibility in darkness. Brand logos and text print with microscopic precision, registration perfect to fractions of millimeters. Watch hands require extraordinary delicacy, tapering forms indicating time with elegant precision. Polished hands reflect ambient light, legibility enhanced by mirror-bright surfaces. Luminous compounds enable darkness reading, modern materials glowing for hours after light exposure. Sapphire crystals polished to perfect optical clarity, anti-reflective coatings applied to reduce glare. Vacuum deposition applies invisible coatings, multiple layers creating interference patterns that eliminate reflections. Bracelet manufacturing creates comfortable wear, hundreds of links per bracelet, each requiring individual attention. Each link machines from solid metal, no hollow construction in premium bracelets. Individual link polishing ensures consistency, variations in finish immediately visible when assembled. Bracelet assembly tests articulation, smooth movement, essential for comfortable all-day wear. Clasps combine security with convenience. Deployment mechanisms, opening with single motion. Final assembly brings all components together, the moment when individual parts become complete timepieces. Final assembly requires ultimate care, components worth tens of thousands of dollars in skilled hands. Movements lower into cases with micrometer clearance, fit verified by feel and measurement. Dial and hands install over movement, the watch beginning to show its familiar and iconic face. Hand installation demands perfect alignment, the relationship between hands determining legibility and aesthetic perfection. Crystal installation seals the dial chamber, sapphire protecting movement from dust and moisture intrusion. The crown threads into the case, creating waterproof seal while enabling winding and time-setting functions. Bracelet attachment completes the timepiece, the watch now ready for final inspection and testing. Quality control examines every detail, watches spending days in rigorous testing before shipping. Magnified inspection reveals any flaws, dust particles, scratches, or alignment issues requiring correction. Chronometer testing verifies accuracy in 6 positions, meeting exacting Swiss certification standards. Complete watches undergo water testing, final verification before delivery to customers worldwide. Power reserve testing confirms energy storage. Fully wound watches running for specified duration without stopping. Final polishing removes any handling marks, watches achieving showroom condition before packaging. Serial numbers linked to permanent records, every watch traceable throughout its entire existence. Warranty documents promise decades of service support, the relationship between maker and owner beginning. Presentation boxes protect and display, packaging befitting the treasure within. Completed watches ship to authorized dealers worldwide, beginning journeys to their eventual owners. Armored transport protects valuable shipments, insurance requiring strict security measures throughout transit. Dealer delivery completes manufacturing journey, watches entering display cases to await fortunate purchasers. Boutique environments honor the craftsmanship, displays designed to showcase horological artistry at its finest. First impressions matter, customers feeling the weight and comfort before committing to purchase. Knowledgeable staff explain craftsmanship, helping customers understand the value they're acquiring. The transaction represents more than money, the beginning of a relationship spanning generations potentially. New owners leave transformed, wearing craftsmanship created over months of dedicated work. Watches serve owners through life's moments, marking time for graduations, weddings, and achievements. Service maintains performance across decades, complete overhauls restoring factory, new operation. Movement cleaning removes accumulated debris, lubrication refreshed for another decade of accurate timekeeping. Vintage watches appreciate in value. Collector markets paying significant premiums for rare references. Watches pass between generations. Single timepieces, serving families for lifetimes. Inscriptions record personal histories. Watches becoming repositories of family memory and tradition. This tradition continues in Geneva and across Switzerland. Watchmaking expertise unmatched anywhere in the world. Apprentice watchmakers learn ancient skills, training spanning years before touching valuable movements. Watchmaking schools preserve traditional techniques, ensuring craftsmanship survives for future generations. First successful assemblies mark progress. Confidence building through repeated practice and dedication. Research laboratories develop future innovations. Mechanical watchmaking evolving. Despite digital competition, new movements offer improved accuracy and features. Tradition enhanced by modern engineering. Silicon components resist magnetism and wear. Modern materials solving traditional problems. Brand museums preserve horological heritage. Historic pieces inspiring contemporary craftsmen. Complicated watches represent ultimate achievement. Moon phases, perpetual calendars, and minute repeaters. Grand complications combine multiple functions. Single watches requiring years of development and assembly. Minute repeaters audibly announce time. Mechanical chimes created by hammers, striking precisely tuned gongs. Perpetual calendars track leap years automatically, requiring adjustment only once per century. Tourbillons rotate the escapement, compensating for gravity's effects on accuracy with mesmerizing motion. This is how Swiss watches are made. From raw gold to mechanical perfection through months of dedicated craftsmanship. Every tick represents centuries of tradition. Mechanical precision created by human hands in an age of digital dominance. The daily ritual of winding connects owner to craftsman. Mechanical tradition continuing in our digital times. Collectors build portfolios of horological art. Rare references appreciating faster than traditional investments. Auction houses achieve record prices. Single watches selling for tens of millions of dollars to collectors. Collectors compete globally for rare references. Waiting lists stretching years for most desirable models. Independent watchmakers create entirely by hand. Single craftsmen producing fewer than 10 watches annually. Hand engraving transforms movements into art. Each decoration unique to its individual creator. Annual watch shows reveal new creations. Collectors and media gathering to witness innovation. New model launches generate global coverage. Horological journalism, analyzing every technical advancement. Years of development precede each new caliber. Hundreds of prototypes tested before production approval. Computer design enables unprecedented precision. Traditional skills enhanced by digital engineering. Rapid prototyping accelerates development. Concepts tested physically within hours of design. Stress testing simulates decades of wear. Components proven reliable before production commitment. Environmental chambers simulate extreme conditions. Arctic cold to Saharan heat, verified in controlled testing. Magnetic testing verifies shielding effectiveness. Modern electronics threatening mechanical movements everywhere. Impact testing simulates drops and knocks. Movement surviving forces far exceeding normal use. Quality departments analyze test data. Statistical verification, ensuring consistent excellence throughout production. Certification stamps confirm testing passage. Geneva Seal or cost chronometer certification earned through performance. Official documentation accompanies certified watches. Guarantees backed by Swiss horological institutions. Brand heritage rooms preserve company histories. Century-spanning stories of innovation and craftsmanship. Founder artifacts inspire contemporary craftsmen. Original tools and benches preserved as sacred relics. Historic pieces trace design evolution. Contemporary models honoring ancestral designs while advancing technology. Archives preserve original drawings and specifications, enabling restoration of any historic timepiece. Restoration specialists revive historic pieces. Original components preserved or reproduced to exact specification. Original parts are preserved whenever possible. Replacement only when absolutely necessary for function. Completed restorations return watches to glory. Historical significance preserved for future generations. Limited editions create collector urgency. Numbered pieces commanding premiums immediately upon release. Bespoke commissions serve ultimate collectors. Unique pieces created to individual specification costing millions. Private viewings serve top collectors. Relationships spanning decades between makers and owners. Celebrity associations amplify desirability. Famous wrists providing powerful brand endorsement. Film appearances cement cultural status. Certain models becoming icons through silver screen exposure. Professional athletes test reliability. Racing drivers, divers, and explorers proving performance in extreme conditions. Watches document human achievement, accompanying explorers to summits and ocean depths. Surviving extreme conditions proves engineering. Marketing claims validated through actual performance. In the mountains of Switzerland, the sacred work continues. Another day of transforming precious materials into timeless treasures worth $100,000 or more. This is how Swiss watches are made. From $100,000 of raw materials through months of meticulous craftsmanship to timepieces that last generations, every component represents human dedication, mechanical precision created by skilled hands in service of perfect timekeeping. If you found this journey into Swiss watchmaking fascinating, subscribe for more inside looks at the world's most extraordinary manufacturing processes. Next time, we go inside the Boeing factory, where 747 jumbo jets are built from over 6 million individual parts.